going to take the North and never give it back.
So that's a good pick. You get the corner. I got to go bold, right? I got to go bold for this.
Yeah, she's got some nice.
Welcome back to the Unbearable Sports Podcast. I'm your host, Brad Barron. Make sure to like and subscribe if you're out there on YouTube and rate the show 5 stars everywhere that you get your podcast. We just finished covering the offense, and if you haven't seen that, go over to our All 22 page on YouTube. Click down below, and you can check that out. We just went through the offense, a good 2 hours into it, all run plays, all pass plays, and now we're all going to be watching the defense together and try and figure out what was up with the whole run defense. Why were we so poor with that? I'll actually start out with the pass just because we ended with the pass for the offense, just because it helps like being in our heads, like what to look out for. How did our passing attack look like compared to their passing attack as well? So Chris Foster out there, put Stevenson at quarterback. Yeah, but let's see. But yeah, as long as we beat the Packers, that I agree out there. As long as we beat the Packers, that's what we all want to see. But let's flip over to this defense and let's get this show on the road. Let's go full screen. Let me just make sure. All right, we got the passing plays out here. And just right away, you can already see that we're banged up because you can see that Austin Booker's out there already. But let's get this started. Start it up with first play of the game. We're sending our first pass play of the game, sending a blitz. And yet again, this is where we kind of miss the whole, Kyler Gordon, just the speed and burst that he plays with. But let's look on the outside. They have a good look right here. They see him going deep. Good read. Very good read by Stevenson. Because this is third down. Stevenson goes aggressive. And Kyler should have just went short. We're playing like a deep cover two zone out here. And they actually run a perfect play to go against the cover 2 like we talked about last show. He plays it. It's good play. What? Hey, we got a good play out here. Let's go. Terrell Smith, very good play. I like it. Okay, so now let's just see how the rushing goes. We send a blitz at one extra person, and honestly, Reddy Stewart plows his guy over, and then he forces him to make a read. And Booker around the outside against Paris Johnson Jr. That's a good rep for him. So, couple plus plays out there. All right, yeah, let's go defense. Now we feel so much better. And here, I will move my face over here so you guys can see a little bit more. Now that the NFL Pro logo's out there, I'll probably be demonetized. So make sure to hit the like button and subscribe if you're out there. And I heard someone else say, these are getting more and more demonetized. Not just for me, but everyone else. So make sure to like and subscribe to anybody that does all 22 breakdowns. Just because it helps out their show, helps out my show. So let's see what we have going on with out here. We're running a little bit of a cover 3. He wants to go here. Good coverage. He's scrambling. You want to see Reddy try to get out here because he's supposed to be covering the flat. And then that's when you see it get hit. Yeah, because Reddy's supposed to be covering the flat inside of this zone. And then you're supposed to see him be a little bit farther to the outside. You're just not seeing it. And what is Sanborn doing? Was that Sanborn? No, that was it's like a spy. Looks like he's doing Edwards is doing more of a spy on him. But yeah, ultimately, he just didn't have enough players in the middle. Stewart just can't get to the outside. He rolls out, makes the pass. Let's check out let's check out this. Okay, Walker, pretty good rep. D tackles, at least just getting some push. Dominic Robinson having the greatest rep of his life. Pickens just can't get a hand on him. He moves over. Now it's just two people on Reddy Stewart. Okay, we got the base defense. We have 3 linebackers out there. Loading the box. It's definitely loading the box. And we drop back. Looks like we're doing more of a cover 2. He's looking through his progressions. Going left. Terrell Smith. Having a game. Keep it going. We know what happens at the end of the game, but I mean, so far the pass defense. Maybe I should have ended with this. Maybe we'd feel better about it. And Dominic Robinson, hey, that's good. Good little bull rush. I made a joke last play, but I mean, that was a good little bull rush by him. But an even better play by Terrell Smith. And let me move this back over here. I'll be in the corner. Okay. We're really sticking to this whole cover 2 shell. Because yet again, doing more of a cover 2. And it's good at least seeing some safety help and then running back with that. Good coverage. And you have him. Go, 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 go. Good burst. Who was that? Stevenson. Good play. Stevenson sees that. Stevenson's sitting back. He sees that he's probably going there. I like how Stevenson broke in on that route. Good stuff. Good reps. Let's look at the D line. Okay. I don't know. I don't love that. Because now you just gave a running quarterback like all that green grass. But like if we were sending a blitz, that'd be perfect. Because like Booker literally collapsed that whole side. Okay. Off the jump. And I want to just see this again. Because yet again, they've been doing this, which I like that. You keep the safety down to at least just be in the box a little bit. Have him deep. They see this little hole opening up. You have your linebacker you have your D lineman get back in coverage, but he's not going to be able to hit him there. Kyler sees it. Wide open. Yeah. You're not like, he's supposed to be deep in this zone. He's going to be covering a little bit short and wide open. Good read by Kyler. Finds a hole in the zone, throws it. But hey, look at this. Jervon. Go Jervon right up the middle. Love to see that. A little bit of a hold, but nothing too crazy. So yeah, just two bad holes in the zone, but other than that, some pretty good coverage. Going with the cover 2 and kind of the deep. So you got him going. They're not playing as deep. And then you got the perfect hole. And he had a lot of time in that pocket. The ball snapped at the 6-second mark. 4 seconds to throw. And then the fumble. But ultimately, it's just he has 4 seconds to throw. The play is able to develop. And just the zone wasn't playing as deep as the coverage actually was as the wide receivers were actually going. You have Taylor kind of go in, but no one really doing anything else. All right. Showing single high. And then, yep, they're doing that. Showing single high, going cover 2. Reddy's just staying on that guy. Picking apart the cover. Then just throwing those little dumps. And McBride, just beautiful little block on the outside. And you just get Billings going out there. But man, I really hope that Billings doesn't have a torn pec. I know that's kind of been the rumor, is that it's going to be more of a torn pec than anything else, just because they kind of immediately ruled him out as soon as they saw a chest injury. When you see a torn pec, it's just blood. So let's see this. Looking to the top left, Tyreek is on his guy. Ends up going well. There we go. Quietly does his little sword thing. That's the thing too. It's like I like Tyreek like talking some smack. So this killed me a little bit. that killed me a little bit because I was like, oh man, like I do like his showboatiness. I love a showboaty corner. I really do. God, he's wide open. He's wide open. Let's check out the line. Collapsing, getting a good push. Chris Williams right there. Byard chasing. Good eye by Byard. All right. I actually feel like because they did not throw it too much 20, so we're like halfway through already. Yet again, another cover 2. That's how they're getting us. Now that you can tell, like now they know. They're like, all right. Playing the cover 2. Having people guard deep. He has enough time. There's a little dump off. Doesn't that just kill you? Like as a Bears fan, it's like this is what happens when you can stretch. Like they're trying to stretch us deep and hit the short. Because yeah, we're playing far off. Because yet again, another cover 2, another cover 2 zone. We really haven't mixed up any man looks on them at all. I'm pretty sure everything that we've seen so far is just zone. When is this? Oh yeah, this is quarter 2. This is the end of the second quarter. So that at least describes that, but still we have not seen another look that's like not cover 2. I think every single rep that we've seen is cover 2. Savage, what's good? Hope all is well. All right. Check out the blitz package. All right, not blitz, just the rush. A little bit better that time around. I'm afraid to look at the run game, right? I think we all are. Okay. This is where too, like what I remember watching this with when we were watching it, we're like, it just seems like we're playing prevent, which we kind of were. We're playing at 10 yards. Our short zones are 10 yards deep, so then he's just hitting the easy ones. Yet again, just play your normal defense. They're getting short passes, getting yards. Jeez. Everybody goes this way. Nobody's guarding back. Looks like that's Edwards' guy. Gross. Just there we go. There's our first gross of the day. Black Grand saying Sweat is a big part of the run defense too. Yeah. Even just like with the pass rush, we're seeing that. Okay. Yeah, everyone take a shot. I said gross. I'm not going to say it there. I was going to. This is just your high-paid linebacker just getting outran, right? You're going against a running back. Running back goes to the outside, beats you. It's still something that I'd want to see is I wanted to see more Taylor, and I should have looked at the snap counts for Taylor, Robinson, and Jacob Martin, because to me it's like Martin and Taylor are the people that you should be seeing more of. Okay, so what do we have here? Cover 3. Just simply put. Or, no, man. He's open. A little high, drops it. Ray Stewart gets lucky a little bit there. Yeah, I agree with Savage. Like, because how many more pass plays do they even have for the rest of the game? Because, yeah, they're up 24-9. Gosh, I don't want to watch the runs. And then it's literally just 4 more snaps. So, in the third quarter, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Just that's crazy, the amount of pass. Like they were like, yeah, we're just gonna run on you. Then here, now we at least switch it up a little bit. We're playing man. Crazy throw, super tight coverage. Jalen Johnson is good at football. We all know this to be true. We all know he is, right? And we're getting there. If you feel a dark cloud looming, it's because we know our run defense is gonna be up next. This wasn't pretty either. Because the run game was just absolutely dominant, everyone is staying back. Edmonds has to try and get all the way over here and run back a little bit. It's not able to. You're running the zone. People are out of their zones because of everything, because of having to over pursue for the run. That's what happens. This happens when you can run the ball for like 10 yards a clip. Everybody goes down. Linebacker's out of position. And boop. I'm afraid of the times I will say gross now when we get to the running game. I mean, I don't fault Tyreek fully for that, but like meaning wasn't a terrible rep or anything like that. Is it time? I think this might be the last one. Hey, Stevenson had a good game. I mean, we don't have a lot of reps. Considering like over a quarter of the reps, like easily a third of this was in like the dumb drive where everybody's playing cover 2 and playing super far back. That's it. That's all we got from the pass defense. Now rush defense. Oh, man. How many plays do they have? 34 plays. Okay, at least it's not like 50. All right. Brace yourselves, ladies and gentlemen. Oh, shake it off. Shake all the good feelings we just had. I mean, so to actually just like kind of put what we just saw with the pass defense. With the pass defense, at least, we ran a lot of cover 2 in the first half, and at the very beginning was solid. But then what we had then some man-to-man later on, but then we also just where I said my first gross was when we were playing a lot of cover 2 when it was that garbage time, that 2-minute drill, and we're just playing back. Bad stuff. We literally just saw that happen, and we're just all playing back. We're not playing our normal defense, and because of that, they just dumped it off, and ultimately were able to drive down and come away with a touchdown. So let's go over to this. And let's go through. All right, first play. James Conner up the middle for probably a bunch. We have, okay, so in this one, no one's in the box, but we have our base defense. Yeah, what happened to the run defense? And I want to see with this, like, when we were watching, like, Montez Sweat, he wasn't, like, doing, I remember Khalil Mack literally just being able to dominate that edge. Like, he wasn't doing what, like, Khalil Mack was doing. I mean, he did a lot of that when he was with the, I was going to say Redskins, the Commanders. But yeah, let's see. And that's the thing, too. Like, the whole piece is the discipline of the Matt Eberflus system. Okay, so you got 2 here, 1 there. Okay, so you should be good because you have that. And then they're going to try to get here. Sanborn wants to try and stop the cutback, which we didn't really see many people try to do. Billings at least gets in. And hey, Robinson at least knifes in too. We're able to collapse it a little bit. How many yards is that? 3 yards. Like I said, that's a good snap. Let's go. All right, now this is where we have those looks where we got the safety in the box. Sanborn switches with that. And then, yeah, we're doing the box and then back. Okay. See? Look at us. Everything's going to be okay. But it wasn't okay. Everything from this point on failed. It's a good play by Dominique Robinson, just sticking with his guy, going all the way down. Good stuff. Dominique Robinson, have yourself a day. I've already seen more out of Dominique Robinson than we saw in all the preseason games. Like that's not an exaggeration, like legit. He was doing nothing in those, and like he at least did something. All right. Okay. When does everything fall apart? It's like watching a horror movie where you know there's going to be a jump scare and you know something bad is going to happen and you're just waiting. You're just waiting. But let's see what was actually happening that was good, because we don't technically have this box loaded. 2, 2, 2. So they're running like essentially a duo with this, a way of a duo. Yeah, they have him, and essentially they have the numbers. Edmonds makes a good play. Sticks his arms out, sheds the block, makes the tackle. Good stuff. Edwards helps out. Savage saying, do you think they should have re-signed Justin Jones? No. I'm not a big Justin Jones fan. I think they should have signed another defensive tackle. I know I was for anyone that was watching like the offseason coverage, I was constantly saying like how much they needed that fourth defensive tackle on this roster because we still see that we don't really have that. But that was my big thing that I kept like harping on over and over again was that fourth D tackle. Because Javon should have been that, and Javon's been good and Williams has been decent, but it's like that was the only other thing. But yeah, I don't think that they should have re-signed Jones, and he got a lot of money with Arizona, so good for him. Unfortunately, he's injured, but yeah, I was never a big Justin Jones fan. But now, here we go. This is when everything goes down. So they, first off, rather than running that duo concept, we see them running more of that counter where you have a puller. So here they have two. Got him. And yeah, Williams, that's a good block by 30 right there. Williams is out. He tries to cut it back. Williams is completely out of the play. Sanborn, where was even Sanborn at the very beginning of the play? Like motion, he's out on the far right. Has to try and cut it back in. And yeah, ultimately, knifes through the hole. Sanborn over pursues. Yeah, not a great play by Sanborn. I mean, Sanborn just is like, he's trying to help out, trying to go in. He's trying to get there. Williams is down. And ultimately, that's what you get. Just a bad play. Because I think what he's seeing is he's trying to get to... Yeah, but I'd say some of that is on Sanborn right there. Williams getting taken out, like getting blocked like that. That was a good block by them. He's out of the play, and then Sanborn just not being there with it. All right. 5 yards, Jesus. On that, it felt like we had it well. Because, yeah, they're shifting down. Got Booker there. And they're going to hit that block there. And then you just see... You see Javon sliding in. And right then, he's got him on skates. Holes wide open. Yeah, the entire Bears line is going this way. And they're like, okay, we'll just keep you here. Great block by this guy to just be able to hold Booker, stonewalls Booker. And now since the entire Bears line is going this way, the hole opens up. And then now Hicks tries to make the tackle. And this is one of the reasons why I like Roschon. Like when I just talk about that, like that whole north-south runner, nothing special. That's what Connor is. Like with a lot of that. Like Connor just does that. And yeah. And then we know this. Byard just gets stiff-armed. You can see, like, Hicks is completely clueless for what's going to happen. Hicks is clueless. Byard goes out. All right. Play nickel, so no longer on base. Okay. Yet again, anytime we stop them for like a halfway decent gain, it's like, man, what happened? Okay. We see Billings knifing through the double team. Beautiful. Then we see yet again another time where you see Javon trying to knife in, but there's people right there. And then he gets caught up on his guy. Billings almost gets it, but since you got both going, now you got this wide open hole. Since I remember Akeem Hicks talking about Vic Fangio, where he was saying, Vic says he wants you to be in your spot. He wants you to control your gap. So if you can control your gap, then if you control your gap, then you feel better. If you're trying to be aggressive and you're trying to knife through, just make the play. If you feel like you can do it, then make the play. Billings tries to disrupt it and honestly does a decent job. Javon tries to knife through, but gets blocked ultimately. And because of that, because of his risk, this is then wide open. And Javon doesn't really have a chance to even stop it. Javon's getting pushed. And then that's wide open for them. Beacham's got him. So then Edwards, you want to crash down and make this play. And he does. So you see the movement. And honestly, then you see Edwards come in and make a good play. 2 yards. Muck, what's good? Now let's see. Getting that running. I also find it interesting that Sanborn's out there again. I felt like we saw this last time too. Y'all know I'm a Sanborn fan, being a Wisconsin guy. And I think, just on first glance, I think this might be another one that just he didn't do well with. Because right now, you have Edwards playing this well, going, okay, so first off, we got to just see how they were able to create so much push. So they want to go left. They're creating this zone. They got 2 there, 2 there. And then great split. Now you no longer have Pickens in the play. These 2 are going here. Edwards is expecting that people are going to be here. Edmonds is just a little tick slow. And because of that, this is here. Sanborn is flying to try to make a play. Benson sees this and just whoop, and goes back. See, I don't want to say gross when I'm sad about Sanborn making such a horrific play. I blame that on Sanborn because he just completely is flying by, kind of trying to take an angle towards the front. Edwards cuts him off, which is what you want to see. But then, yeah, there's just such a wide open hole because they're able to create that. And then, yeah. Come on, gross doesn't count if I say it like that. All right. Okay. Boom, boom, 2. Crack here, crack there, and then they should be able to hit there. Walker tries to make a play. Good block there. This is just picture perfect. This is what you want to see. Froholt's got his guy. Tight end's got the defensive end on the back. And then boom. And then Beacham does a great job blocking this. Like he just completely turns, Tremaine Edmonds around. Like literally just allows him to. Is that Tremaine? Yeah, that's Tremaine. Just moves Tremaine out of the way. They all move their guys. That's fantastic blocking. They just completely beat everybody. Yeah, completely moves him out of the way. That's what you want to see. That's good blocking. That's good blocking. Okay. And that is what they call the trap, where they just don't block him. He wants to get something, And then ultimately it goes right up the middle. And you got Beachum on him again. Because, yeah, right from the get-go, they're all shifting to the right. Johnson gets to the next level, takes out Edwards. And then he's not going to be able to make a play. Yeah, you just don't have people in positions to make the play. Because then you have Billings try to get his arm out, just isn't able to. But there's literally nobody. So then Walker goes there. That's what you see. Okay. There we go. I was just about to say, too, it looks like they actually loaded the box. Tackle for only 4 yards. Right? Solid. Not bad, not good, just solid. What do we have here? 2-2. They're also not running a counter because those counters, those sprints, the having more of that zone concept was just killing us. And here you have to keep him at bay. So boom, keep him at bay. 2, but yet again, everybody, you just have to then beat the person in front of you. And we see that right there. Good play. That Javon? Yep, that's Javon. Good play by Javon on Beachum, Beachum's been having a good game. Okay. All right. They're playing the zone. And this time around too, I was watching Sanborn on this. I could tell he's now he's like, all right, not gonna let the cutback happen. You saw him move a little slower there. But they've still got a lot of yards. So let's see why they were able to get so many yards. Okay, they got the double. But this is where it's like they got the double, and he's able to at least get to that next level because he's down. They're going to the next level. Boom, boom. And yet again, when they're running these counters and these other plays where they have someone pulling, that's throwing off the Bears like crazy. Now everybody's blocked. Billings is on the ground, crawling to try and make a play, and honestly almost gets it. And now they have so much space. When they get this space, they're pushing people around, and a little bit of a hold right there. Just looking there. Yeah, a little bit of a hold. But yeah, they just, when they get that pull, or when they want to move our guys, they can just move our guys. Except there. Yeah, I like when they run these plays because these are the ones that we actually stop. So trying to get it to the next level, or they hit their blocks, but we just end up getting right around our guys. And he's supposed to smack. Yeah, that's a bad play by him. He's supposed to hit Booker. Booker slides off. Good play by Booker. Again, that's the thing. You gotta, because like what Muck's saying, we don't really get that big push. So you're really relying on your one-on-ones just to win. And if you don't get that, I'm not gonna say it. I'm not gonna say it. We all saw what should have happened. We should have just simply tackled him. I should have actually slowed it down a little bit more, but yeah, it should have been a tackle for loss. Should have had him, just didn't. But let's see this. Let's break down where everybody's at. Again, cutting on into the inside. Gets him a little opportunity. Elijah Hicks trying to get in. We need better cleats. Come on, Tony Medlin. We need, people on the ground. Ultimately, that ends up happening. Okay. And how far are we into this? So, okay. Oh, this is the end of the second quarter. Sometimes I hate being a Bears fan. This is one of those times. Yeah, just hides behind, runs, and just so bad. Greg Dortch is like 5'8". You can't block people. All right. Okay. Moving out to the outside. You have the numbers. You have two people versus him. Kind of getting a little caught up with there. Watch the cutback, and that's exactly what he does. This I'll put more on Edmonds, just because you have him out there and you have the one blocker, right? So you kind of want to be sitting back a little bit. I mean, I can see him trying not to want to have him get the edge, but ultimately he just blows right by you. You just can't have that happen. Because you see that he's right there. You want to get it, but just doesn't. Gets the yards. Muck. Exactly. I was debating on contacting BetterHelp for us. Like, just be like, are we Bears? Like, as we go this, all 22 Chicago Bears sponsored by therapy, like sponsored by any sort of therapy session I could find. After we're done with this, we'll need this. Or, I mean, if anyone works for a beverage company, I usually have something when we watch this. But for real, if someone actually has a beverage like company or they work for a beverage company, hit me up. Email down below. I'll have that while I watch this stuff. And hit the like button for sure. Thank you for that, Shy Drax. Just because of that, maybe I won't. Maybe I will say gross. We'll see. We'll see how bad this stuff is later on, right? See it again. Trying to cut on in. Trying to create the penetration there. And I mean, Sanborn's not having a great game. Again, they do the movement, and that works like a charm against us. That the counters. If you want to beat the Bears, you just run the counters, and it works too well. I think there's probably a stat area out there that like shows the type of run with this. Anytime that they're like having somebody pull and go with the running back, they're just getting gobs of yards. So I love that they have this and they just decided to run. And Chris Williams with the thinking on his feet by falling off of his feet, and honestly, hits principle, getting back out there and just causing some chaos. Good run, good play. I know, right? BetterHelp really does. I might actually reach out to them and just be like, all right. I saw that they had some slight negative stuff, but at this time too, with Movember and everything, it's always a good mental help type of stuff. I'll reach out. If we will, then we'll all have the joke. All right, just a simple read option. Like I said, I said this last show. If I was a team with a running quarterback and I see Austin Booker out there, I'm running a read option his side because he always runs at the running back because he's a rookie. But you do have a good matchup here. Kyler's just fast. Kyler's fast. Kyler's quick. That's what he'll do. He's the little kid with the gigantic helmet. How many more of these? We're getting there. Pulling. And whenever they do that, they really, like, whenever we see them doing these pulling, one of the biggest things is they can just impose their will on, like, cutting back on some of these players. But of course, Big Billings ain't going to have that happen. Pickens, yeah, he'll allow it. He'll allow it. But yeah, just good blocking from them. Great crack block right there. And honestly, good by Edmonds right there. Good play by Edmonds to actually blow that up. You see Billings even trying to move past his guy. Connor, good vision to do the cutback. And Stevenson's there to make the tackle. Good. We had some good stuff there. Billings almost went a little bit too far back with it to try to make a play. Good look from Connor to pop back. Oh, great play. Jalen Johnson's good at football. He's really good at football. Yet again, they don't really send anybody on the... I love it. Yeah, if I'm an offensive coordinator watching this, I'm going, we're just running counter every single play against this Bears defense. They just couldn't stop it. They had zero answer for it. See? No counter. This is what we get. Good play by Billings to come off. Good very well played by Martin. Trying to do the read option. And he sits back on Kyler. Attacks. Great play by Jacob Martin. Really good play by Billings. They're at least pulling someone. This is probably the best run stop that we've had. What? I say gross. I can turn on closed captions. And if I did that live on this, then at the end of it, it'd just be like, you know what? Every play is great. Every play is just fantastic. Okay, so we got the duo. And this is where, like, in these concepts, he's supposed to take him. Stupid play by 84. Honestly, just Taylor just being fast. Makes it happen. We're getting there. I'm actually surprised that I mean, the problem is we just our good run stops are only like 4 yards. Our like us doing good stops. I always hate this angle. This is my least favorite angle. All right, so Pickens is there. Booker collapses. Good angle by Booker. Able to kind of get down there. The linebacker's there. And then you want Pickens to hold this. You can tell Pickens wants to try to get back, but they've been doing those cutbacks so well, which they did. But if Pickens is back there, you can at least push back a little bit more. Sanborn had a bad game. Real bad game. I'm not going to be wearing his jersey anymore during game days. Let's look at this. He gets hit. Guy whiffs out. He's there, right there. Can't get it. One thing that the Bears do a lot of, too, is the Bears slide their defensive line a lot as well. Like, we do a lot of that sliding, and I think that might also have some causes, too. So we all slide, but yet again, then now you have to pick up your gap. Linebackers are committing this way for some odd reason, even though linebackers are cutting on in. Perfect spot for him to just get stuck right there. He's stuck. He's too far to make a play. Yeah, Edmonds cuts in a little bit. Sanborn, I mean, it's not as bad as I thought. But Sanborn just gets chipped right there. Edmonds, I think, is more at fault there. He just cut in a little bit too close and then just ultimately isn't able to get out there on that side. And then you see Edwards just not being able to get there because Edwards a little slower linebacker and also was on the weak side. So because yeah, now we're in the fourth quarter. We know they're going to be running the football. Okay. Dexter's got the double. There. Should be a good play. Taylor's a good player. 84 is not good at football. And we're able to make the play. There you go. Now 84 made a good block. Right when I say that. I agree, Muck. Like the effort. That's where like this is his defense, right? So now they're doing a pull. Dexter having the double. That guy doesn't really have anybody that they can go after. Byard makes the play. Just because I was a little critical with Sanborn. Call this out. Like what he kind of did there. McBride's hands makes it look like he was holding, but he wasn't. Yet again, they played it well, only 4 yards. Not really. That's where you don't see a lot of push. Like when they're trying to get to that outside, the Bears just don't generate that push that you necessarily want to see. Or they're not like controlling the guy in front of them as much. All right, so let's see with this. Okay. Just in there. Boom, boom, boom. Byard's there to make the tackle. Kind of what you expect. 3 yards. See? I just have to double check just to be like, that seemed good. It seemed like a good play. You loaded the box. Then fumble. We get it back. all is good until we couldn't score. So there's that. Yeah, Dan Campbell's the only non-play caller I'd want as a actually like that style, right? It's so cool. Like I like him. And also, this is why I also really like Jacob Martin. Jacob Martin has been good. This guy, it's good play. Very good play on the outside. But yeah, I think if we're looking at actually, I'll wait till the very end for that. Wait till the end to summarize as we watch the final two plays. And hey, it wasn't as disgusting as we thought. Or it still was. I'm not here to say it was good. I was just expecting an absolute train wreck. Do I want to see something like this again? No. I would not like to see any of this again. There you go, creating some. I don't think I said it. And I actually don't have anything for shots. I'm all the only thing I have is like I like sipping a nice peaty whiskey for anybody or scotch that's out there. So that's what I always like. But yeah, that's it. Thank you all for staying tuned and just going through with the offense, the defense, everything. You know, it's always a fun 3 hours just for us to kind of grind the tape and go through it all. So the offense, for those that are watching this later on, make sure to check that out. Drop a like, subscribe. We do this every single Monday to just try and break it all down. But for this, just to try and put a bow on this, what was happening with the passing attack? We're saying that smack dab in the middle. We thought that overall that just, first off, we weren't getting a lot of pressure, but also when we were looking at the overall coverage, and we were running a lot of cover too. But I liked how we at least had someone in the box and then have them drop back. That was good. Negative. Don't have this whole prevent thing when you have 2 minutes left. Not going to work. But then another piece about it, then later on, it was just kind of garbage time. We were trying to stop the run. So with the run, what can we fix? What can we do? Well, first off, there's a couple spots where we just saw some people out of position, not in their gap, but also just winning the one-on-ones. And when they're running these counters, it's getting better at at guarding those counters. And one of them was we saw Jack Sanborn over pursuing a lot of these players, those over pursuits. Tremaine Edmonds had a couple of these. Edwards, not as much, but we really saw it from Edmonds and especially Sanborn. We played a lot more Jack Sanborn out there, and he didn't have a great game all throughout it. And yeah, gap integrity, just winning your assignments as well. We saw a couple too, just people being able to be manhandled. And when they had that head of steam, we really did see some of those Bears players get put on skates. So when they were able to just kind of hunker down and just play run, it was good. It was at least good. But the counters, they really got us bad. But with that, that's it. So like I said, make sure to like and subscribe out there on YouTube. And with that Unbearable Sports Podcast, we are out.
Yeah, she's got some nice long hair and you know